The big question that we grapple with every year around this time is to spend or not to spend.
Not to spend. You definitely have to restrict how much money you're spending and have a budget for the gifts that you are doing. And there's a lot of things you can do which I actually do not need money to actually do for the family. If they love you, they will understand.
But we want the really nice things, and the nice things come with money, Precious. So how do we balance that, wanting to save and also wanting to be able to give to our loved ones?
I think it's also about long term. Yes, to give. Wouldn't it be nice to give yourself some security? Wouldn't that be more nicer to give to a family than just thinking just the nice things that are a little bit bling? That's all good and well, but in the long term, it doesn't serve. Especially these days when the jobs are actually not secured. There's so many industries that are getting disrupted that indicates there's no stability, especially with the new revolution on technology and so on.
Let's talk then about the best ways to save.
The best way to save is to actually make sure that whatever that you earn, every month save 10%. Figure out a way of making yourself happy during the year. Don't put your happiness aside and say, I will do it in Christmas, because that is where the restrictions come in. Because then when it comes to Christmas, you just go overboard. So start consistently working on it and understand that building up your financial wealth or your financial security takes time. So that's the best way to actually try to restrict. But at all times, also budget. Have a limit, how much I'm going to spend for each family, and why will that actually justify, and how to build it up over a time.
Growing up, a fixed deposit was a very popular thing amongst the elders in the family, and it was either that or you join a stokvel where in December you get all of that food or all of that money from the group. Are those still the best ways for some of us to save?
They definitely are, because they hold the person accountable. When you're doing it on your own, you cannot hold yourself accountable. But what I don't like with most of those stokvels is that they drive also poverty in relation to survival. You then have a lot of groceries at the year end, which by March will have actually expired. So we need to start asking ourselves, how much do I need for the next 2 months? And can I only just buy for the next 2 months? But even that, don't buy it now. Things are expensive now. They're going to start dropping off immediately after the 1st of January. So hold on to buy stuff that is going to take you longer, so that you restrict your money and manage it. Immediately after the 1st, you will see the prices go down. Actually, the back-to-school stuff is the one that go up.
Here's something else I'd like to get your views on. In December, a lot of companies pay people their salaries earlier. I know yesterday some people who would have been paid on the 27th or the 25th have already received their wages. Is that a good or a bad thing, given that long stretch to January?
So I think the companies are just trying to get rid of processing, because at the end of the day, they still owe you to actually pay. I think it's at the person's discretion on how they actually should be putting that money aside. Understand that, yes, you might get your money now, but it has to last you until the 31st of January. Can the debit order go through by then? So that's the issue. So I'm of a view that if you are in that, rather put the money aside, and you can actually work it out with your banker to actually put in some actually investment. There are still those, they are calling, some of them are money markets and so on. So there are several tools. Call your friend to actually be accountable to each other on putting the money away or something, but be responsible with your money.
Precious Mvulane, thank you so much for your time.